Ready for my scientific method? I got a new one for you, all right? Scientific method. Simone, you're up.
Dun, dun, dun. What did that look, sound, or feel like in practice?
Okay. Okay, excellent. All right, one more. All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm getting dizzy.
Next time just do like dice or something.
I have, what does this look like to you?
What does that look like? It sounds similar.
Like
Give me another one.
roll, I roll. What can you do to make you feel? Oh, that's a feeling question, right?
Yeah.
And just, so we're just talking about for observations or just feedback?
Right now it's grounding and feedback.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, so what
How do you know the strategy made a
is
difference?
a different data?
What evidence do you have that this approach is working or not working?
All right. One more on this side. Megan.
Use that one.
What are some of the benefits or obstacles?
What are some other benefits or obstacles? Right?
Yeah.
That's giving me evidence.
Yeah.
Like I said. Thank you.
Which option feels most energized right now?
Okay. Most energized.
The feedback.
How would that be?
was hard, I think.
Evidence of the
Like how do you know the strategy is there?
Say struggle. And if she
So that's a choice.
I can see how this one is
See what I mean?
most challenging.
Like maybe you have some data from some other source that could support that option. Like, are there other principals who have also used that if they're asking about around leadership? Or are there other evaluations you have that say you're effective? All right, that might be, because you say you're effective, but you're saying you're ineffective. All right. So red flags, because we got red flags for everything. We know this one very well, right? Be careful with moving a client towards a solution without fully exploring, right? So Alicia gives me her option number one, and I go, all right, let's keep going. So what's your evidence for option number one? Right, we gotta fully explore it. Coach does not encourage clients to tap into their intuition, Sharia, right? Thinking and learning style discovery process. Just because it's not, again, research-based, does not mean it's real for people, right? Anecdotal evidence matters too. Actually, most of our decisions are made by anecdotal evidence, right? Does not use build on client's language, the pattern and flow of the conversation. What do you think that looks like?
What, does not use build on client's language?
What do you think? Does not build on client's language.
You're going in your own direction.
You're going in your own direction, right? The client says, you know, I'm looking at these options, and you say, well, did you ever consider these options? The coach's communication style limits the thinking and sense of direction. And again, that's the coach being narrow of asking you to choose. And then finally, plan lacks potential for feedback. What could that look like? Plan lacks potential for feedback. Come on, Megan, give it to me. It's in there. I know it's in there. What do you think?
The plan that the client's coming up with lacks potential?
Yes.
That you didn't ask questions
Didn't ask
that
enough
really could
feedback
lead the
questions.
client to exploring more options.
Right.
So when
That's why we're spending time on feedback, because previously when we've done this, although we do the same thing, we're saying the same thing, because we didn't put an emphasis on it, people just went with options and they weren't challenged on those options,
Okay.
right? So part of this is like, what's the evidence? Let me challenge it, make sure it's a real option, not just because, you know, some people say an option is I could do nothing. Well, in most of our jobs, we can't do nothing, right? That's not a real option. We could wish that maybe. Dr. Lando, you ready? Get us to
Ready.
coach prep?
Can't really do nothing.
So this is simple, guys. I'm not even going to come up there.
What?
You guys know what you need to do. Set up for prep. We're going to go to our phase 2, right back to the same rooms we were in. So when you hear the bing, that will let you know it's time to get up and go to your section. So I'm gonna give you about 3 minutes, because we need that to figure out what you want to do as you go back into the same conversation with the same client.
Okay. We're good.
I know.
That's
what I just
what I
said.
asked Chad after was, I said,
Go back.
I need some more feedback questions so that my client don't get mad at me.